guys, so today's makeup look is for those of you that are looking for something dark and dramatic but without fake eyelashes. It's pretty easy and you're gonna see how I do it step by step in case you're a beginner, so it can be easy for you to recreate. So let's get started. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Cosmetics Camo Concealer to prep my eyelids. I'm gonna blend it out with my finger and tapping motions, and as you can see, the rest of my face is already done, foundation, concealer, and all of that. So this concealer is obviously a few shades lighter than my face, so I have to blend it out really good on the edges where it connects with the foundation. You do not want to see any harsh lines, so make sure you blend out really good. That way the concealer or the eyeshadows can also blend out really good. Then I'm going to set it with my Urban Decay pressed powder, and I also clean the bottom of my eyebrows using the same concealer, so I'm also going to be setting that right there. Just make sure everything is nice and set. This is going to help to blend out the eyeshadows a lot better, and you can also use translucent powder or matte eyeshadow that's the same shade as your skin tone, or as a primer or concealer that you used to prep the eyelids. So first, I'm going to be using this eyeshadow stick from Rare Beauty in the shade Perspective, and it's such a gorgeous shade, very creamy and very pigmented. But I will not be applying it directly on my eyelid. I'm going to be using this other little brush. This one's from Profusion, number ES6, and I'm going to be applying layers on my eyelid until everything is nice and covered. I do want it above the crease, but I want to make sure the eyelid is covered up first before I move it higher than my crease. And like I said, this eyeshadow is very creamy, so it's going to be easy to blend out, but once it's completely dry, that's when it gets a little more tricky. So make sure you don't wait too long before you start blending it out. Now, to blend out the edges, I like to use the same little brush. I'm not going to grab any more of the eyeshadow, but I'm going to use whatever is left on the brush to start blending out the edges, and you're going to see the eyeshadow is going to start moving a little bit higher, which is what I want, because I don't want it just on my eyelid. I want it to go above the crease. That way my eyes don't look really small by just having it on the eyelid. And then it does help if you stretch your eyelid by lifting up your eyebrow. It blends out a lot easier and faster, and sometimes you can see exactly where you have to blend it out a little more. So I'm just going to keep doing this until the edges are nice and blended with no harsh lines at all. Then from this eyeshadow palette from LA Girl BU, I'm going to grab the yellow eyeshadow, which is just matte, it has no shimmers. And I'm going to be using a different little brush, and I'm first going to apply it on the inner corner of my eye. That's where I want most of the eyeshadow to pop. And then with whatever's left on the brush, I'm going to start pretty much dragging that towards the center of the eyelid, or like it's going to be above the crease, but you can see like where I'm blending out pretty much the edge of the first eyeshadow that I just applied. But I don't want it to be too yellow. I just want a little bit of this eyeshadow to help blend out the dark eyeshadow a little bit better. But like I said, I just want the yellow to pop on the inner part of my eye. Then I'm going to grab this black eyeliner from Dundist Beauty, and I'm going to create a very thin liner right above the roots of my eyelashes. And I am going to go from the inner corner of my eye to the outer corner, but I want the inner corner to be very thin as possible, and then towards the outer part, I'm going to make it a little bit thicker. Since my eyelid area is really small, I don't want to cover all that with like a thick black eyeliner, because it's going to make my eyes look even smaller. And doing this with a black eyeliner first instead of just black eyeshadow is going to help to make this last all night, and it's also going to look very black. So after I do this, I'm going to set it using a black eyeshadow. This time I'm using a really small brush. This one's from Shein, and I'm pretty much going to layer the black eyeshadow on top of the black eyeliner to set it. That way it doesn't move throughout the day. And then when I get to the outer part of the eyeliner, I'm going to start blending it out. As you can see, the other eye, you can see the eyeliner from the inner corner and then a little bit on the center, but on the outer part it starts blending out, like you can't see the eyeliner there anymore. That's exactly how I want it. So I'm just going to start blending out the edges of the eyeliner very lightly with this very tiny brush just on the outer part of my eyelid. Then I'm going to use a different brush. This one's from Rimmel. You can see that it's still a very small brush. I'm going to grab a little bit more of the black eyeshadow, apply it on top of the outer part of my eyelid, and then I'm going to start blending that out just a little bit towards the center of the eyelid and then above my crease, and I am going to extend it towards the tail of the eyebrow, but I want it to look nice and blended. I don't want any harsh lines. I don't want it to look like an eyeliner in that area right there. You can see the other eye that it starts fading out, going towards the tail of the eyebrow. To get it nice and blended like this, I just like to do it in very, very small steps, and it helps me if I use a small brush. So that's what I recommend. I just do it in tapping motions. Sometimes it looks like I'm not doing anything when I'm extending the eyeshadow, but trust me, you don't need a lot of product on the brush and then to start seeing something right away. Just keep blending it out using a light hand. It is a dark eyeshadow. I mean, it's black, so you want to make sure you do it in small steps, and that way you don't start with too much product on the brush, because then you get something too thick, too dark, and you might not like that, and it's going to be hard to fix. Just do it in small steps and just keep blending it out, and then you'll see the difference. Then going back with this little tiny brush from Shein, I'm gonna add just a little bit of the black eyeshadow on my lower lash line, but just on the outer part. I'm gonna start blending it out towards the center, but I want it very thin right there. I don't want this makeup too dramatic, so I don't want to add the black like all over my lower lash line, so just on the outer part. Then I'm going to apply the same black eyeliner on my waterline to give it that dark and intense look, which I love. It does make my eyes look smaller, but I really love how it looks. And this is a part where you can add your fake eyelashes, but I'm just going to keep it like that. I'm just going to curl my lashes and apply the Maybelline Lash Stiletto mascara. And this makeup, like, you don't need fake eyelashes for this makeup to look complete, to look really nice. Like some makeup looks, you know, you have to add fake eyelashes and then it looks good. It looks way better, but this one looks really good just like that. Even if it's a dark and dramatic makeup look, you don't need fake eyelashes. So it looks really cute. But like I said, you can add your fake eyelashes if you want. I will be applying 2 layers on my top lashes and only 1 layer on my lower lashes. But I want to know what you guys think of this makeup look, so let me know in the comments below. If you did like it, please leave a lot of black hearts in the comments, and please share this video with your friends and your families. Thank you all so much for your love and your support. I love you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!